Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mystic Unicorn Tarot. It has been a very long time since I have done any readings for this channel. My apologies for being away so long. I just felt it was time to take a step back. I have been focusing on my main channel, which is Divine Conversations. If you guys are not aware of that, I don't actually think I've ever mentioned that channel here, but that is my main channel, Divine Conversations. I do tarot readings over there. I also do astrology situations and readings every once in a while over there. I've been focusing mainly on that channel. And if you are not familiar with it, I highly recommend that you guys check it out. I'll put the link to that channel in the description box below. It is Divine Conversations here on YouTube. But like I said, I've been focusing on that channel, but also life has been kind of throwing me around for a while. I've been going through all kinds of loops and hurdles and challenges and whatnot, whatever, and have been finding my way through it, and that's excellent. But those are all part of the reason why I've been away for so long from this channel, Mystic Unicorn, which is primarily, well, is meant to be a love channel. And so I also felt like I wanted to take a step back from love readings for a while. That was my main focus, is just to bring guidance to people, not necessarily to be a love reader, but that's okay, whatever. Here we are. I did develop this channel for love specifically. So here we are, and I am feeling called, inspired even, to do a love reading for the collective here. So this is going to be a general collective love reading. It's also a timeless reading, okay? There are absolutely no time limits or specific dates associated with this reading. Whenever, you find this reading, whenever you are inspired to or guided to click on this reading and listen to this message, then that's most likely the message for you in that moment. Even if it doesn't necessarily resonate for you or you don't necessarily understand it at that time, I would like to say specifically in terms of this situation here that we're about to get into, even if this doesn't necessarily, like, you find yourself, inspired, guided to listen to this message, you've clicked on this video, something within you was like, that I want to watch that video, and the message doesn't necessarily resonate for you, or you don't quite understand it, or it doesn't quite make sense for you at that specific or this specific moment, I encourage you to, bookmark it, save it, put a pin in it, and come back to it at a later date, because it's most likely going to resonate for you later on down the road in the future. So let's just get into this. The reason why I'm doing this reading at all is because I have had a song stuck in my head for the last few days, and it didn't hit me until today or this moment that there actually may be a collective message within the fact that this song has been running loops through my head. And the song is No, No, No by Destiny's Child. I know, y'all, I am taking it way back. I'm literally taking it back to Destiny's Child's very first album, okay? And specifically, it's the remix with Wyclef Jean in it. If you are unfamiliar with that song, I highly recommend, maybe even before you listen to the rest of this reading, I highly recommend that you guys search for that song, YouTube, iTunes Music, I don't know, you could even Google it, Spotify, Flume, whatever it is you use for music or whatnot, whatever. You could even look it up on YouTube. Maybe I'll if I remember, I'll put it in a link to it in the description box below. But that song, and specifically the theme of that song, but also specifically the remix, because I like the remix better, because the original version is very slow and R&B-ish. Whatever, I mean, you could listen to the remix, you could listen to the R&B version, I don't give a damn. It's really about the message of that song. And in that song, we have the ladies of Destiny's Child singing about how, there's this guy or this romantic interest that this person has that, has been dragging their feet. The hook of the song is, you be saying no, 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 when it's really yes, yeah, 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 yeah. You be saying no, 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 when it's really yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I bet many of you, I know I have not even thought about that song, let alone Destiny's Child, in a very long time, right? Okay, So the theme of this song is like basically, you know, this person is obviously interested in in this woman or this feminine energy, but it's like whenever they're with their boys or their friends, they act like they don't want them and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden they get home and, you know, they're all alone, and then they call you, text you, telling you how much they care about you, this, that, and the third. And the subject or the subject of this song, well, the person that's singing this song, which would be basically Beyonce, but whomever is singing this song or is embodying this energy, basically the message here is your time is almost up, buddy. You know, one of the lyrics is like, I ain't got no time to play, you better hurry up. Because, you know, and now, of course, now that I'm on the spot, the lyrics are leaving me. But this is why I encourage you guys to, before we even get into this reading, I encourage you to pause this and go listen to that song if this is already kind of resonating with you. Now, I've been trying to see if there was some sort of general, like, theme or other message that's coming through here for the collective, for whomever is meant to resonate with this reading, whoever this reading is meant for, other than just what the lyrics say. And basically what I get from it right now, you guys, is that there's a feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to really be a feminine energy, but you know, it's Destiny's Child. They're women that are singing this, and normally it's feminine energies that are watching these readings, right? But so okay, take it as it resonates. Place it in your life as it fits. You could be a man who embodies that feminine essence, that feminine energy, the feminine role in the situation, or you could be a woman. It doesn't really matter. And also, you could absolutely be a same-sex relationship, okay? But there's a feminine here or an individual here that's like that has really grown. And part of the reason as to why the message is being sent now that, look, time is ticking, and if you don't make a move either now or fairly soon, you're about to miss out on your opportunity, because homeboy or homegirl is about to move on. Like literally, it feels like the energy is, I am about to move on, and I feel dominantly that whomever would be really sending this message out, either you're actually saying this to someone, or your energetic vibration is sending this out into the ethers. And I do feel like telepathically someone could be picking up on this. This could really absolutely be a twin flame situation, but like, take it as it resonates. The reason why this person is even able to say this, or to stand in this position to say it's either now or never, or like either shit or get off the pot, is because this individual has grown. And I feel like this individual this might have been a very toxic, codependent situation. Again, this could very well be a twin flame situation, because as I'm talking through this now, I do feel a bit of a runner-chaser dynamic going on here, or at least up until now, having been an element in this situation. And this individual, who probably was the chaser for a while, is now in a place where they have released a level of codependency, and now they're ready to just move on to whatever is next for them. You know, there's also a feeling here from this individual that is basically sending this message here of now or never, or at least like your time is almost up, like the clock is ticking. It feels like there is a level of nonchalance here. I feel like you are, or this person is really starting to not give a fuck anymore. And please excuse my language, but like, whatever, we're adults here, right? This person is really starting to really not give a damn any longer, because they have grown so much. There is a strong level of self-confidence that is radiating from this individual. And quite frankly, that now that I'm speaking through this, the level of self-confidence that you or this person is putting forth, or portraying or exuding, might actually be a bit of a put off to this other person. But you see, if that's the case, then this, excuse me, then this is a true, pure insight to how codependent this situation has been. And quite frankly, like, okay, you guys, we're gonna get into the cards here, but quite frankly, this is enough of a reason for you, the individual who is standing in this position saying your time is almost up. It is so so much of an insight into how much of a toxic situation this has been, and you actually probably should just carry on moving on, okay? But I'm gonna stop free channeling this, and I wanna get into some cards here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the individual, the energies of the individual who is basically, we're gonna call you Beyonce, okay? Even though this is a Destiny's Child song, and this was when I'm talking, y'all, I'm talking Destiny's Child, very first album, when they had the original, it was the original 4 members. It was Beyonce, Kelly, and the other 2. Unfortunately, I do not remember their name. No disrespect, but like, I don't even remember their name. But this was before the days that Michelle got into the situation, okay? And Destiny's Child became 3 ladies. But so we're gonna look at the energies of the individual that is singing this song or portraying this message or putting forth this vibration, all right? I'm gonna give this a few shuffles here, but so show us the energy of the individual here. Show us Beyonce. That's what I'm gonna say. Show us Beyonce in this situation here. Of course, keep in mind, guys, you could be a man or a woman. It really does not matter. If you are resonating with this message so far, then this is your reading, okay? And take it as it resonates. And there very well may be an extended version of this reading, because I do feel like it would be helpful to get a view into the other person, what's going on their side, all right? But I'm really just kind of winging this, so let's just see. Let's get into this. Show us the energies of Beyonce in this situation, the individual that is saying your time is almost up, all right? Last shuffle. Show us the energies of the individual who is literally saying your time is almost up. Show us Beyonce, please. Show us Destiny's Child, please. We have, okay, the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor so far. And I'm gonna stop here for a second, and I just wanna talk about this for a moment. This individual, this Emperor energy is indicative of how you, okay, the subject of this reading, the individual that is saying, you know, look, I ain't got no time to play. You better hurry up. Boy, I know you want me just as much as I want you, so come and get my love. It's all here for you, right? Like this individual is literally, first of all, I feel a level of commitment with this Emperor energy, okay? But the Emperor is an example of just how much this person has grown, okay? How much they've come into their own, how stable and sturdy and grounded this individual is within themselves. This Emperor energy is an indication of an energetic signature of this individual being able to stand on their own, and also to be very protective of themselves, to draw a boundary around themselves, okay? Whereas in the past, there may have been a lacking of boundaries. This may have been a situation in which this other person here, of whom you are saying to them, your time is almost up, they may have been able to come in and out, run in and out of your life, all willy-nilly, doing whatever the F they wanted, treating you however they wanted. But because you were so enamored or so wrapped up in this connection, or maybe because this was an expression of a level of codependency for you, you allowed this type of situation to not only survive, but thrive within your life. But with the Emperor here and the Knight of Pentacles, this is saying to me, well, look here, all right? Look here, looky here. I am willing to take it slow. I am willing to take it step by step, but I am not going to do this forever. At some point, you literally have to shit or get off the pot, says this person, okay? Now, this Knight of Pentacles energy, coupled with the Emperor, again, the Emperor is representing not only a level of protection and being able to stand on one's own, being the executive of their own life, but also a level of commitment. And then coupled with the Knight of Pentacles here, this is giving me a feeling and energy of you've been going through this situation with this person for an extended period of time, if not a very long time. I mean, for some of you, this could have been years, okay? But now you have grown sufficiently to the point where it's like, okay, look, I'm not gonna do this with you forever. I'm also picking up for this person, you're saying, or at least you are aware of the fact, you're maybe saying to yourself, I know there are other options out there for me. At this point, I know you are not the one and only. I know I could have something better. And part of me is almost even like, why am I even doing this reading? Because really what I want to tell you in many cases, Not for all of you, but in many cases, for some of you, I want to say, look, just leave this person behind and go after what it is that you want. But there is a level of loyalty coming through here. I feel like some of you may be on the verge of that right now, but you may be rationalizing it as to, look, okay, let me just give them one last chance. All right. We've been through this for so long. We've come so far together. We both may have grown quite a bit, but ultimately I have outgrown this situation. But I'm not just going to cut and run and leave them high and dry. I'm going to give them one last shot. I'm going to let them know, look, time is almost up. I'm about to be moving on out of here. So either shit or get off the pot, or either step up and let's do this, or I'm about to mosey. Okay. All right. Show us this individual that is almost about to go. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Feeling inspired, really. Feeling confident. I'm also hearing having faith in yourself. Feeling activated. Wanting to get back out there. There is an eagerness within you. Okay, there is an eagerness within you to start dating, maybe even start dating again. I did just see 555 on the counter. That's been a significant number for many of us within the collective right now. A lot is changing in our lives externally to us, but also there's a lot changing internally. And I feel like some of you, either you're ready. You are so ready to get this started, to be in a relationship. What I really want to say is you're ready. Ooh, you hear that thunder? It is raining, by the way. You're ready to be in a relationship. For some of you, it's gotten to the point where it's like, fuck it, I don't even care who it's with. I just want to be in a relationship. Now, that could be toxic, but I'm not reading that as so toxic. Like you're just going to jump into a relationship with anyone willy-nilly. I just get this feeling that you've been working on yourself so much. You've been doing so much healing that you're ready to be in a relationship. And yes, you are loyal to this individual. You are loyal to this connection and you are willing to give them one last shot. But baby, if they don't shit or get off the pot, they are out of here. Or at least I'm out of here. You're out of here. There is an eagerness to get moving, to get going. There may even be an eagerness to get on with your life and just move on from this. Either move on from this altogether. Well, okay, I will say move on from this current stage of this connection. And if push comes to shove, if you really have to, then you will move on from this altogether. But also, you're not going to have to be pushed or shoved that hard. All right. Anything else for this individual? Anything else we want to say about this individual's energies? You do have the Two of Wands. Bam. Oh my God, you guys, you can't make this stuff up. The Two of Wands to Judgment. It's time to make a decision. I also, especially for women, and I mean like a physical woman, a biological woman, your biological clock may be ticking. This may be more than just, you're ready, you're eager to get into a relationship, to start a family, to settle down, to get married. This could be a situation in which, yes, you're ready for it energetically, vibrationally, but physically, this may be a situation in which you're like, look, I would like to have children while I'm still somewhat young. You know what I mean? Like this literally could be a situation in which your biological clock is also ticking. Like, if I'm going to have a baby, I need to have it within sometime soon, All right. But also this Two of Wands with Judgment here. Okay, look, obviously it is a call to action. This is that element of you saying to this person, come on and get it. Like, let's do this or not. But I am really looking at this Two of Wands Judgment energy, and I get that this is actually more than just you saying this to this other person because you are ready for it. You feel ready for it. There is actually a higher part of you that's like, okay, it's time. So maybe for some of you here, this situation is actually, even though you're giving this person the benefit of the doubt, and you're remaining loyal to this, and you're at least giving them one last chance, this is actually your higher self saying it's time to let go of this situation altogether. You have healed from this situation. You have released yourself from the codependent aspects, the codependent reality that you were holding within, that had you connected to this situation altogether. There is a level of, I just heard shame, but only because your higher self is not saying to you, for some of you, this might be a very small amount of you, but for some of you, your higher self is not saying to you, okay, give them that ultimatum now. No, your higher self is saying to you, honey, sweetie, baby, boo-boo chow, it's time to go. You've been dealing with this shit long enough. It's time to go, honey. And no, we're not telling you to give them that one last chance, even though, fine, we'll allow it because you do have free will. And I mean, at least you're trying to move forward, but this really isn't what we're saying to you. If for some of you, we're saying to you, it's time to let this go altogether. Release yourself from this situation so that you can move forward and achieve what it is you are meant to and or wanting to achieve, so that you can move forward and achieve the relationship status, I guess we could say, that you've been working so tirelessly to achieve. That you've been working so tirelessly in terms of your healing to achieve. Okay? All right, anything else for this person's energy? What else do we want to say? 2 more cards. Yeah, see, look, you guys, I really can't make this stuff up. You have the 10 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. Your work is completed. You've done enough work already. I often see the 10 of Pentacles, if it's not a long-term financial career, if it's not a physical family situation, as in like a family estate, a family home, the house, the car, the dogs, the kids, that whole setup, if it's not something long-term, if it's not something long-term that you've been working if it's not that physical representation of the 10 of Pentacles, then it is something that you have been working towards in terms of the long-term that has been for an extended period of time. And now it's come to a completion because the 10 is a completion, right? So this would be that moment where, let's say you were getting your master's degree, and over the course of however long that took you, you have now come to the end of that, and now you're ready to receive, or maybe even have already received, your diploma. Now this is that moment of graduation, and with this 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, this is confirmation for somebody here that your work is done. Your work is completed. This situation has completed. It's completed itself. You have worked your way sufficiently through this situation. And now it's time to move on. Now it's time to graduate. Okay. Now, this is not just a reading solely for individuals whose higher selves are saying it's time to leave this behind altogether. For others of you, this is confirmation that if you have been working together, and take this as it resonates, you guys, if this resonates for you, then take it. But I really encourage you guys not to try to force this to fit if you logically can't look at yourself and say, no, that's not quite right, okay? But for some within this collective that this message is meant for, you and your partner or you and your person really have been trying, really have been working on this together and individually. And so this is confirmation that the work here is done. I do feel like this other person may be slightly afraid that they're not quite ready yet. But the universe is saying to you, you are both ready, if that applies to you, okay? Ooh, overall energy is the King of Wands, all right? Here's the deal. Regardless as to whether or not you are being called to leave this situation behind altogether and go after what it is that you want, or you are actually rightfully saying to this individual that you have been connected with, it's now or never. Let's do this already. Okay, either way, you are going to get what you want. So this is almost, for the appropriate individuals, this is almost a warning call, a warning sign that, and maybe on the off chance that an individual here is watching us, but this is you are the person that someone else is saying this to, whether that person has sent this to you or somehow, some way, by an act of God, you have found yourself here watching this video. This is a warning to you. You are very close. You are very close to losing this person forever. Now, obviously, for some of you, you already have lost this person forever because this actually isn't the right thing for you, or you guys have gotten through whatever it is you needed to get through together. You learned the lesson. Someone has risen themselves out of a level of codependency, okay? But for others of you, this is actually a warning. This is a warning call, okay? This person is about to either settle down with you, get this shit off the ground with you, or they are out of here and they are going after what it is they want. They are no longer waiting for you, or at least they're not waiting for you much longer, okay? Hold on, I gotta pause for a second. I mean, okay, sorry, we're back. I mean, literally at one point in the song that has kicked off the channeling of this reading, the lyrics are, if you keep acting this way, you're going to lose my love. I don't have no time to play. You better hurry up. Okay? This is serious. This is very serious. This is a very serious warning sign for somebody that you are about to lose a very culpable candidate. And once they're gone forever. There is no going back. Because quite frankly, this person is alive and vibrant, honey. Okay, we don't have the Queen of Wands, but we do have the King of Wands, all right? This person is going to get what they want, regardless as to what they want, what they need, what they desire. I mean, I don't mean to make it sound so damn selfish, but you know what? If it's triggering you in that sense and you're like, oh, well, this person's just overly selfish and I shouldn't even try anyway, good, don't even try. I mean, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it for you. Just don't try. You're right, don't try. Just get out of the way at that point. Because it's not meant to be an energy where it's like they're being overly selfish. No, they just know what they want and they have every right to get it, okay? King of Wands. King of Wands doesn't give a damn what you have to say about them. Now, the King of Wands can be extremely selfish and narcissistic, don't get me wrong, there is an element to that, but also the King of Wands can be a very healthy energy. And if you're in that mind space of, well, you're just being overly selfish and you're not gonna wait for me any longer, so you're just trying to get out of the way. Go on then. If that's how you feel about it, then go. Bye. Because this person doesn't deserve to have to wait for you any longer. Because that feels like, oof, I'm getting really Queen of Swordsy. I'm sorry, let me reel that in. But that also feels like it's coming from a place of insecurity, and King of Wands energy, Emperor energy, ain't gonna deal with that. Nah, we ain't got time for that shit. Okay, I wanna get into, I'm being called to get into the Moonology cards now, to get a little bit of information on the cycle here, or I felt inspired to pull from the Moonology deck. And then I do want to look at the energies of the other person. But Spirit is saying that we're going to do that in an extended reading. All right. So let's get some cards here from the Moonology deck. So what messages do we have? One more shuffle. Ooh, take that one, they say, okay? First card is bring love into the situation. So what I'm getting from this, you guys, this first card here of bring love into the situation is eradicate all of the illusions, eradicate all of the barriers. If you really love this person, then allow that to be the reason why you start this, regardless as to whether or not you feel like you're ready. Because you are ready. You wouldn't be hearing this message. This wouldn't be resonating for you in this way if you weren't ready. Okay? So let love be the reason as to why you start this already. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What other messages do we have? Please, Spirit. What other messages can we get for Beyonce and the girls? Adjustments are required. Okay. Anything else? Anything else for Beyonce and the girls? Anything else? That's enough right there. All right. And then we have conclusions are within reach. But this did come out reversed at first. And then you have, at the bottom of the deck, you have, you are very close to achieving your goals. Okay. So conclusions are within reach came out in reverse. But that feels like it's connected to the fact that there are adjustments required. And we can look deeper into that. I actually kind of want to look deeper into that, but I'm going to do that in an extended version of this reading. But basically what I can say right now is adjustments are required in order for these conclusions to be seen, to be felt, to be achieved. In order for you to achieve your goal, there could be adjustments in, well, okay, basically speaking, you know, at the core of the situation, it's exactly what we've been talking about all along. It's time to either shit or get off the pot. I mean, I cannot say that enough. Okay? It's time to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And now is that time. Okay? So that right there is an adjustment that's required. But for some of you, in order for you to reach your goal, achieve your goal, in order for this conclusion to be realized, you're gonna have to just move on, honey, because it's time to go. For some of you, you are not going to get what you wish to receive, what you desire, what you require, what you are worthy of in this same old situation. For some of you, the adjustment that's required is for you to let this go altogether and actually allow yourself to go after what it is that you want confidently. Okay? All right, guys. That's it for now. I do want to look deeper into this. I want to look deeper into, we're going to go into an extended reading here. And that can be found over on Gumroad. The link to that can be found in the description box below. But what I want to look at in that extended reading, what we're going to look at is the adjustments that may be required for some of the individuals that are potentially meant to stay in this connection with this individual. Okay, because we've already covered, for those of you that have come out of some sort of learned your lesson in terms of some sort of codependency, we know what the adjustment is. Move on, okay? But for others of you, there is some that you could potentially have a relationship with this individual. So I want to look at what those adjustments could be for some of you. I also do want to look at this other person specifically and see where they are energetically, all right? So the link to that extended reading can be found in the description box below. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I have missed you guys, but I will say that really the most regular thing that I'm going to be working on is Divine Conversations. And even though that channel is not necessarily geared towards love, there is always the possibility of love messages coming through. But also there's also the possibility of you just receiving the messages that you need to hear, you know, over there. So the link to that is also in the description box below. But when I feel inspired, like I do now, if I feel guided to come through and bring forward a collective message, or maybe I might do some shorts also. I'm thinking of working with some shorts for this channel, mostly dominantly. But anyway, when I feel the inspiration hit me, I will be here just like I am in this moment. Yes, I love you all so very much. It's been so good to connect with you guys again. I hope you're doing well. I wish you the best, and I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Yes? Excellent. Okay, wait. There's one last thing that I need to say. And it hit me as I was working on transitioning into the extended version of this reading, which again is going to be found on Gumroad. But this is for someone that probably just needs to move on altogether. And the crazy thing about this is this inspiration came from one of the lyrics in this song, No, No, No by Destiny's Child. It's in the bridge of the song. The lyrics go, every time I see you with your boys, you pretend as if you don't want me. When you get home, you call me on the phone and tell me how much you care. Listen here. All right. If you are dealing, and I'm about to get real intense with y'all, and I'm about to get all Queen of Swordsy. And if you know me, then you know by now this is all with love. And if you don't know me, please know this is all with love. But if you are fucking with somebody that doesn't want to show you the time of day out in public, you don't need to be fucking with them to begin with. Bro, sis, move on. You deserve so much more than that. And that inspiration came through the lyric, and I was like, okay, no, I really feel like I really need to add this little tidbit onto the end of the reading. But then, as you guys know, it's been raining. You heard the thunder throughout the reading, but then this crack of lightning just fucking struck, yo. I mean, I saw the flash and I was like, uh-oh. And then bam, it was like literally right over me. And it was almost as if God, or if you believe in God, or the universe came through and said, Eric, say that to them. because somebody needs to hear that message. You deserve so much more than someone that doesn't even want to acknowledge you out in public when they with their friends, when they with their boys, when they with their girls, but then when they get alone and lonely and at home and ain't got nobody else around them, now they want to tell you how much they care about you. Fuck right off. And I mean that. And I'm saying that so intensely because I believe you deserve so much better than that. So much better. So if that applies to you, baby, please move on, because you are lovable. All right? You deserve to have someone that will look at you like the King of Wands and be like, I don't care what you have to say about so-and-so. They are my person. I want to be with them. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.